Walgreens, happy and healthy. I love the Walgreens brand. A little Benadryl. Yeah, I know. Doing a little yard work. And what was the old song? Poison ivy. Just a little, folks, but I'm good. But in the meantime, I want to tell you about Walgreens. For those fevers at 3 a.m. And remember when your kids were small? And man, when they would get a fever, it was like the whole world just kind of shut down. Well, the good news about Walgreens, they have more 24-hour pharmacies in the nation than anyone. 1-800-WALGREENS, walgreens.com. They've been a big addition to Beaver County, and I absolutely love going there. And I also love the delicious taste of the Colonel and those chicken pot pies and $5 fill-ups. And my good friend Sam McKinney happens to work for that brand, and I love the Colonel. And still, after all these years, that chicken is finger-licking good. Now, a donut a day makes me smile every day. And no one does it better in the Valley than Richard DeAngelis and DeAngelis Donuts and the magical coffee that is so good. And I got to tell you, I've been going there for years. Now, to your headlines for this Wednesday, June 13th, 2018. 2 police officers have been injured after shots were fired at them last night in North Pratte. This from KDKRadio.com. The officers were checking out a report from a woman who said it was possible 2 of her teenage sons were being held hostage in connection with stolen drugs and money. Based on a tip, the 2 officers went to a vacant house at the intersection of 13th and Franklin Streets around 10:45 p.m. Someone inside the home fired at the officers, hitting one in the chest. Body armor stopped the bullet. That officer has a cut on his forearm. The other officer has a cut on the scalp, possibly from flying glass or bullets. 20-year-old Dejon Howard is being charged with aggravated assault and recklessly endangering another person, criminal trespass, and weapons violations. 2 other people were in the house. North Braddock police say they were not involved in the shooting. Police also said there was never any abduction. McKeesport police, also from KDKRadio.com, and paramedics responded after getting 911 calls reporting shots fired around 10 p.m. at the intersection of Forbes Alley and Sumac Street. They found 2 people were wounded and both were taken to a hospital. One victim was shot in the head and died a short time later. The other person has a leg wound and is listed in stable condition. Allegheny County police say before the gunfire, 2 groups got into a fight. They say the person who was killed was involved in the altercation, but the surviving victim was just passing by. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Scott Pruitt used one of his aides to ask for one of his big donors for assistance in finding his wife a job. This according to the Washington Post. The Post, citing multiple individuals familiar with the matter, said EPA aide Samantha Dravis contacted Doug Deason, a prominent Republican donor with ties to the oil industry, for a job for Marilyn Pruitt in 2017. Also, a story that has got the media world abuzz today about yesterday's decision by a federal judge to approve the $85 billion acquisition, AT&T buying Time Warner. Sports, Bucks lose to Arizona 13-8. They face the Diamondbacks again this afternoon at 3:40. You can hear it on 93.7 The Fan. Jamison Tyone gets the start. Bucks are 32-35, 8 back. They're at PNC Park Friday to take on Cincinnati in the evening. And of course, you can hear it a little after 7 o'clock, 93.7 The Fan. And we're talking all about your sports throughout the weekend. Coons Quality Foods and on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day from your Pratt Pack. Good afternoon.